Hello guys, I'm at Nice and we're here because we are filming an interview with Bobby. I'm here with a friend who you're already familiar with from my birthday, and it's Losha, the guy who was drinking the most beer.
No camera, deportation. Deportation, no camera.
He's hiding. We're actually looking for our car right now, which we rented because we are going to Tropez. Also guys, I look kind of dead. Look at this huge pimple. The reason why I look like this is because I'm going through something personal, through a breakup. But I'll tell you more about this. We are also about to go meet our second cameraman. He is supposed to be this super cool guy. It's gonna be a team of 3 of us. It's me, your host, and your founder. Then it's Losha, who's our cameraman who came from London. And our main and second cameraman is Vitaly. He is coming straight from Berlin. I'm so excited about this interview. I hope I can give you some glimpses of it, and let's see what comes out of it.
Oh.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
We have finally made it to the place where I'm staying. Losha is helping me to unpack. Nice man. And look what happened to my luggage, guys. The skirt got stuck in the zipper, so now you can only carry it like this. We still didn't see the place, so you will be witnessing the first look together with us. Right now, I want to give a shout out to our producer, Alisa, who is able to somehow find something on a budget with a view like this. You know, guys, what this media production made me realize? I wasn't open to places which are cheaper, because I was always under the assumption that, like, oh, if it's cheaper, then it's not going to be good. But having a business and having a budget, this is your motivational talk. Okay, of course I understand that I'm just a spoiled ass, but I actually understood that you can have an amazing time on a budget. And I think I'm going to be exploring it more now. Unless we're at the wrong villa, because I still don't know, because the keys are not working anywhere. First impressions, because Losha was able to open the door. Let's see what we have here. Oh, wow, very nice. Smells old. I actually understood that you can have an amazing time on a budget. Anyways, let's have a room tour. So here we have, bro, this is actually huge. We have a bathroom, then we have a bedroom. Let's see what is the view. Huge, gorgeous windows, like I prefer. Does it smell weird? Can't come in there. Privet. One more bathroom. And wow, another room. And a secret key, so a secret door. Let's not mess with it. Maybe it's also privé. You know, like 2 minutes ago, I was saying that I wasn't open to budget trips before, and I changed my mind once I saw the view. I take it back. And this is kitchen. Here I can make absolutely anything. And it's time for us to shower, guys, because after that we're going to
A restaurant.
a French restaurant. See you there. Everybody's watching the game. One thing about our interviews, few hours before they happen, I never know if they will actually happen, because either the guests don't respond or something else. And I hope we have an interview tomorrow, but we will only find out tomorrow. Today is the day of our interview, but Bobby still hasn't responded. You guys knew that I've been in a relationship for 3.5 years. Oh my God, yeah, it would be 3.5 years this month. It was an amazing relationship. I had so much fun. I learned so many things. I really changed as a person, and I needed to change as a person. Like when David and I started dating, one of the first things my parents have told me is that I have became way more calm with him, because I'm a pretty anxious person. Sometimes you guys ask me why my hands are shaking during the videos. It's because I have anxiety. And I've had it ever since the war has started in 2014, but that's for another story. But with him, I felt very peaceful. But I think at some point that has changed. I was working at DraftKings for 5 years now, and I had an amazing career growth there. It was fascinating. But he saw that very often I was like very tired, like very tired. And it's normal. Everybody's tired from work. It was a difficult job, but it was an amazing job. And like any other person, sometimes I would complain about my job. And in the back of all of this, we would talk about how we see our family, right? And both of us wanted more or less of a traditional family where both of us would work, but he would be the main provider, right? Both of us wanted that. But then I got my green card and I quit DraftKings, where I was working very long hours and I couldn't put my entire focus on David. We were already at distance, so you have to understand there's also 7-hour difference between where we were, right? So I quit my job, and I think he is under the impression that now I will have way more time to talk to him, and I will have more time to come fly to him. But then, like, I always told him that, like, I'm working on this media production company. I thought many people were not taking me seriously. They were thinking that I'm, like, just playing about this, that it's just a TikTok thing, and yeah, like, go girl. But it's a difficult business. And I think David was under assumption that I would leave DraftKings and I wouldn't do anything. Like, I would chill. That was my dad's dream as well. My dad wanted me to leave my corporate job, and for 2 years my dad wanted me just to travel. And I am traveling right now. I'm in Saint Tropez. But I just found a way how to mix my job with traveling. Of course, I wish I was traveling differently, because right now I'm sitting here, and apart from worrying about my breakup, I'm worrying if the guest who I'm supposed to fucking interview today is gonna show up. David was under the assumption that I will leave my job and that's it. And now I will have time to focus on him. And what has been happening instead, I would definitely have way more freedom to come where he was and stay for like a month. Just so you understand, within the past 6 months, I think I visited him, no, not 6 months. So right now is July, and we started our long distance relationship in October. So I came to him like 4 times, at least for a month. And the reason why I was coming is because he still didn't have American visa, and it's not an easy process for him to do that. Like, there are many things which I totally understood. That's why I was coming there. But we were seeing each other all the time. But when we would see each other, the way we would spend time is he would wake up. I was already not around because I was working, because half of my team is in Kazakhstan, the other team is in LA, somebody is in New York, somebody is in Serbia. Like, it was crazy. And it's in my interest to be responsive to them, okay? I don't have to, but it's gonna be against me. So he would wake up, I would already not be there. He would come to the living room, to the kitchen, I would be sitting in front of my computer. He was like, "Oh, you left again?" And I was like, sorry, baby, I'll come back right now. Like, just give me 5. He's like, "Do you want coffee?" And I'm like, "Yes." So we would just start our day. And he was, I guess, taking way more care of me than I was of him. Even though I just thought that I'm taking care of him in a different way. And you know what? Like, when we would sit down with him and we would talk about this, I would think that, like, I don't understand why I'm being like this. Like, my mom is so feminine. My mom was showing me an example how, like, a woman can be strong and very feminine at the same time. But I'm not like that. I think I'm pretty feminine, but I don't think I'm really. And is it because I really want to accomplish something in life? And I think many people associate femininity with, like, not wanting to do anything and just fucking baking pies. And if you have ambitions, then I guess you're not feminine, but I don't know. But as I was thinking of why am I like this, even though I had like such an amazing example of my mother who was like everything, like total package, I was like, why am I not? Don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't have confidence that I'm fucking awesome. I think anybody is absolutely fucking blessed to even know me. But I understand my weaknesses and my strengths. Anyways, the reason why I'm explaining this. My parents, they have 3 daughters. And I'm the youngest of 3. And I was always fascinated with my dad's business. When I saw my dad's business, I was looking at it and it excited the fuck out of me. Because I thought that like, not that only one day it's gonna be mine, but I felt huge responsibility. And I always knew, ever since I was a child, I always knew that as a second generation of my family, I will turn this into something outstanding. I think very often I had maniac episodes about it. Sometimes I would like come to New York, for example, and I think many people probably experience this if they're maniacs. You look at the city, you look at all of those buildings, and you think that like, one day I'm gonna own those buildings. And I'm thinking about my grandfather, who was a construction worker and who's never been abroad. And now my dad has built this huge business. And every time we would travel somewhere with my dad, he would say, Albina, I wish my father knew all of the places where I have the privilege to take you now, because he hasn't seen anything like this, and I wish he did, and I wish at least he knows where I'm taking my children and my family. And it's always so touching to me when he says this. And I'm like, how do I make it better? And my dad doesn't have sons. It's just 3 daughters. And my sisters, like my oldest sister, she is, if we were talking about femininity, she's the perfect example of that. My oldest sister, she has 3 children. That woman was born to be a mother. She's a mother. Like, her life is her children, it's her husband. Like, she had an amazing career in the banking, but then she got married. Her and her husband, they moved to the US, and she's been like playing the role of this very supportive wife and raising her children. Like, when I was in corporate America, she would come to me every Wednesday. She was coming from another city. Every Wednesday she was coming to my office. And when I would have lunch, and she would like bring me like the boxes of food. And she also had a second key from my apartment. So on Wednesday after work, I would come back home. I would open the fridge and there would be like food which she would store for me. She would make for me, which I would eat for the next week. Okay? And I never asked her to do that. Never. It was her internal desire to help her little sister. That's my oldest sister. She's fascinating. And I knew that Sasha, that's the name of my sister, Sasha, she probably doesn't want to continue my dad's business. Maybe even if she ever did, those are not the circumstances for her right now. Then my middle sister, she's a shark at work. My sister worked at crazy companies. She worked at KPMG, she worked at Binance, she worked at Kraken. She, when she was a child, she was dreaming of being an FBI agent. And she can't do it for reasons of her citizenship, but she was human trafficking investigator at some point. Anyways, the girl has a crazy career, makes great amount of money, and even though 1 year ago she gave birth to her first child, I knew that she's not going to be like Sasha. She's not going to become like a full-time mom. And a couple months ago, she went back to work. But Nika is the type of person, she's Libra. Sasha is Capricorn and Nika is Libra. She's always been telling us that she will never, ever do family business. She's like, I want to save my relationship with my family. For me, our relationship is a priority. That's why I'm going to be building something of my own. I'm not going to be a part of family business. I'm not going to be in business with any of my relatives, with my sisters. If you need help, I will always help you. But we will not be in business together because I'm a strong believer that it ruins relationships. And there is nothing I can say but thank you, because now I have no competitors, okay? One girl is just raising her family, another one is saying, oh, anything but family business. My dad always told me, out of three of you, you would always come to me as like a child and you would always ask about business. You were always interested. Girls did not express their interest. But it made me feel like, how can I really ever truly focus on my relationships when I have this responsibility on me? And once again, to make it clear, if I don't want to continue my dad's business, I don't have to. My parents never told me that I have to continue anything, ever. I think they would even love for me not to do that. But it's my family's legacy. You know, we're talking about old money, new money. This is legacy. This is my family. My dad has created something, and my grandparents made sure that my dad somehow has an opportunity out of poverty to make something. And now me in all of those comfortable conditions, not continuing this would be such a shame. My dad always told me, he's like, I think this business is too dangerous for a girl. And some of you might say, oh, this is sexist, but you don't know what you're talking about. He's saying this only out of care. But yes, I understand it's dangerous, I understand it's difficult, I understand it's tough. And everything I'm doing today, I'm just preparing myself for my dad's business. Anyways, I don't know how I ended up talking about any of this. I'm supposed to interview Bobby, but instead I'm interviewing myself. I don't know if Bobby is gonna show up. Guys, if you're going through a difficult time, first of all, I'm sorry. And second of all, if we make some certain decisions, right? For example, a breakup. Even if we love the person, then something has outweighed it, right? There was a reason why we decided to quit. So it's important to remember those reasons, even though it's so hard because you're overwhelmed by emotions, by feelings, and you miss them, and everything fucking reminds you of them. But instead, what you should remind yourself of is why you left. If you were not the one who ended the relationship and you're going through this pain, I'm sorry. I know that it must be so difficult. I've been in this position before. And damn, do you really want to be with the person who can just say bye? And often it's out of nowhere. No, you don't need people like this. Like, in personal life and in business, you need reliable people. If you can't rely on those people, why are they there in your life? Fuck that. And if you're going through a breakup where it was a mutual decision, congratulations. Congratulations, you reached the boss level. You made this decision because I guess you respect each other's boundaries, and you know that there are some things which the other person wants and you cannot fulfill them. And it's only honest to let each other go because you want the best for them. And it doesn't mean that you are not the best. It's just we're different people and we can only fulfill that many things the other person is looking for. So anyways, guys, wish me luck and wish me that Bobby will show up to the interview today. Love you guys. Mwah. So Bobby has responded earlier today. The miracle has happened, but I still don't know what is gonna happen during the interview and if he's actually gonna meet us. So at least he responded, but he wasn't very enthusiastic. I guess maybe that's just his personality. But right now we need to run and eat because all of us are hungry. And then we also need to film one scene downtown with the rabbit. And after that we're gonna go straight to Bobby's villa and see what happens. Are you here for work or for pleasure?
For tourism. Occupation? No, just visiting.
Oh, look at this beautiful background. We're gonna be shooting the first scene here, and then we're going to Bobby.
Second scene.
And then the third. We are at Bobby's villa, and we just finished filming the episode. And good news, it did actually happen. I can't believe it. till 6 hours ago, I was still not sure if this is happening, but miracle, miracle. Here's Vitaly. He was responsible for everybody's good mood, for all of the good vibes, and for great filming. And Lёsha is walking here like it's his own place. Beautiful.
No paparazzi.
No paparazzi. And here's the man and the legend himself. How did the interview go?
Very nice. Couple unexpected questions.
The moment you found out that your dad got 300 million, you dropped your mother.
Yeah, so I didn't know you would know about that. But I think I handled them well.
Did I know more about you than you expected me to?
Yes, definitely knew more about me than I'm used to. Usually interviewers and podcasters do the most like brief sort of look, and they'll always ask me the same shit. They'll be like, so like Lindsay Lohan. I'm like, yeah, okay, like that one thing that happened once, and like you want to ask me about it. Every time I go on podcast, someone asks me about that, and they ask me, they just ask me like the general stuff of like from the first video that I made, instead of looking at anything else. So I thought it was good to talk about other shit.
Privileged few does good research, guys. Thanks to Bobby.
You know, happy to be a guest.
We have finished filming for today, and guys went to the beach, and they were swimming, and I wasn't, because all of us are exhausted. But it's been a good day. Guys have been just asking me what do I think about the interview, and I think it went great, but honestly, I think I'm so tired right now because I've been just nervous that the interview is simply not gonna happen. But it did, and it's a relief. So now we're just gonna rest. We will go, guys will change, and then we will go eat. Tomorrow I'm flying to Istanbul. I'm spending 20 hours in the overpriced hotel in Istanbul airport, and then I'm flying to Boston. I haven't been in Boston for a month and a half now. What do you want?
Cross the road.
Go cross. Guys, it's 2 a.m. and guess where I am? Now I'm in Istanbul, and this is my hotel. I'm staying right at the airport, so I just literally went through passport control, got my luggage, and got here. And you know what's the craziest thing? I have to check out at 9 a.m. What do you mean 9 a.m.? The entire point of paying, almost by the way, $400 for this room was so I don't have to sit at the airport for 10,000 hours. It's 8:48 a.m., which means that I have to check out in 10 minutes. I will demonstrate you how I do my makeup by using 2 products only. I do this. You know why I'm doing this makeup? It's kind of like I'm the founder. I'm always tired, never fresh, but always hot. I met some of my followers, and it was very, very nice. I actually met so many people who follow me in south of France, so I feel like my target audience is doing really well. Guys, good for you. You were in Monaco, you were in Tropez, you were in Nice. Good for you guys. Because I was talking, that took way longer than usual, but now it's 8:54. And we are ready, guys. And you're like, oh my god, is this your ready look? Yes, it is. And what are you gonna do about this? I have a traumatic experience of once leaving my bag in the airport and losing $10,000, so I don't do that anymore, okay? Lessons learned. Fascinating. Magnificent. We are landing in an hour. I can't believe I haven't been in Boston for a month and a half. I've been traveling way too much this year. And to be honest, I feel like in a month I'll be gone again. I actually have not like really a plan, but I'm thinking I might go to Dubai for a month in September or October, because I just want to travel, guys. When am I gonna travel if not now? So I wanna go to different places and not live there in the hotels, but like rent an Airbnb and kind of cosplay that I'm a resident somewhere, because I've been living in the US for the past almost 10 years now, and because of COVID and then because of my immigration, I wasn't able to travel freely. So now that I no longer work in corporate, now that I no longer have to worry about my immigration, and now that I'm no longer in a relationship, I can just truly travel and spend more time with my friends. I don't know. I feel good about it. Anyways, we're landing soon. See you at home. See you in my Boston apartment, which I personally haven't seen for way too long. I am finally in my apartment. I arrived very late last night, but then I decided not to stay home because I didn't want to. And I met up with my friend, and he got me a gift for my birthday. He wasn't able to be present there, but he got me a gift, and we can open it together. Wow. It's very cute. Wow, I love it. Look at the details. And I have one more. This is from Alisa, my producer. Alisa probably knows that I'm wearing hoodies 24/7, and by the touch of it, I can feel that it might be a hoodie. Oh my god. Does it say Privilege Shoe Production? Here's our mission. And wow, this is so thoughtful, I guess. It's just crazy to see the name of our brand on a hoodie, and it's so thoughtful of Alisa for doing that. I already know that I'm gonna be wearing it 24/7. Wow. Alisa. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm still trying to figure out what are vlogs. I'm sorry if they're super random and not very entertaining. I'm doing my best. Anyways, thank you so much for watching it. Like, subscribe, and take care of yourself, guys. Mwah.